Next question is from Parlor Life. Is intermittent fasting the same as calorie restriction?
Yeah, I like this question. Physiologically, the benefits that we see from intermittent fasting seem to mimic almost exactly the benefits you get from cutting your calories. In other words, the improvement in things like blood lipids and the way that it affects cell autophagy, all these buzzwords that they use, mitochondrial health, all that stuff.
Isn't that what Dr. Walter Longo kind of showed in his studies with his low protein diet?
His fasting mimicking diet.
Yeah, so
500 calorie a day.
Yeah, so physiologically, it's I think so far the data shows it's pretty much the same thing. If you cut calories or you're intermittent fast, you'll get the same physiological effects.
What about the psychological?
There you go. That's where the difference is.
From restricting from that.
That's the difference.
Becoming present and actually learning what hunger really feels like versus cravings, which is, by the way, if you've been listening to this show long enough, I think that's been the consistent messaging that how we've presented intermittent fasting for years now. I mean, we wrote a guide on it, I don't know how many years ago, and we don't recommend it to the average person. We don't recommend it for fat loss. We recommend it for the relationship with food. Many people have no idea what real hunger feels like. They think they do, but it's normally cravings. And a lot of the things that we do is out of cravings or out of habits and just reactions. So I love teaching someone fasting for those reasons, not ever. In fact, if someone ever comes to me and goes, hey, I want to do intermittent fasting because I want to shed 10 pounds, I normally right away say, don't.
Yeah, it's dumb way to use fasting. It's probably the oldest and most worldwide, I'd say, consistent dietary modification that we have in history is fasting. And it was never used as a way to lose weight. Of course, weight loss diets didn't exist until much later, but it's almost always been used as a spiritual practice, as a way of detaching from earthly things, of becoming present. So you don't eat food for a while. Now, of course, this could go in a dysfunctional direction. So if you have any type of eating disorder, I'm not talking to you. But for the average person who doesn't go, 3-4 hours without food, or never has gone 24 hours without food, except for maybe when they were really sick, not eating anything for a day or 2 days or 3 days, there's definitely a spiritual component. There's definitely a component in where you start to realize oh, I like to reach for food to numb myself when I'm stressed or when I'm sad, or this is really weird. It's lunchtime. I'm not supposed to, I'm not eating today. I'm finding myself, am I really hungry or is this just a craving? And then when hunger actually kicks in, wow, this is so different. I'll eat almost anything, whereas before I had preferences. So from that psychological, spiritual side, fasting can have tremendous benefits. When it comes to weight loss, the physiological effects, when you take that other part out, it's no different than just cutting your calories.